Hey everyone, so everyone wanted me to kind of post my thoughts and opinions on the new update that is coming out in the future for Kingdoms and Castles. And I didn't even know this came out until about 5 days later because it was on X and I didn't really hear anything about it because it wasn't really talked about until I opened up Reddit and saw it. Now, this is actually big news for us because I really thought that the game was just going to die once Nova Roma came out, and it just never was going to get touched on again, and it's just going to die. Well, all my claims before in the past were wrong. So, and this is actually a good thing because I'm happy I'm wrong about this because now there's actually more content I can do because if you don't know, a lot of my following and base and my everything kind of startup came from Kingdoms and Castles at the very beginning of the year 2023. So, it's actually pretty I'm actually pretty happy that it actually does have an update and it's not going to die. But I also think there's more to this post than just updates. So let's talk about the post first. So right now it says working on a new update. What will it be about? Here's a hint, and it shows a dragon in the building. So I'm kind of thinking of being a little bit more general. And since there's two enemies in the game, one being Vikings and dragons, you could argue AI. It could actually be a new enemy that is dragon related, or just a new enemy in general. Hey guys, this is kind of like after editing meme. Actually, looking at the picture now, it actually looks like a sea serpent because there is no wings. So we actually could have sea serpents in the game. I didn't actually realize this until after, and the picture was more zoomed up. It could actually still be a dragon, but it actually could be a sea serpent as well. I just really want to put that out there because I didn't really notice that until now, and I was like, "Holy!" Oh, I shouldn't swear on this. Oh, I was like, "Oh my god! Wait a minute! Maybe I'm so wrong, and maybe it's like a sea serpent." I was like, a lot of people think a dragon on this emote, and I thought so too until I actually got another look at it, like a more zoomed up look, and it actually looks like a sea serpent. So it actually could be a sea serpent as well. So kind of like take what I say after this. Um, Also keeping in mind water based enemies and or creatures and stuff like that ruining trade or disasters. I don't know. Just keep that in mind. And then the houses, it could be another infrastructure mod with new buildings, or it could actually be an overall, how do I say this? A life change, like change of life or quality of life or whatever. So it could be like more stuff. For example, you have to worry about sewers, you have to worry about sanitary control and stuff like that. And that's just kind of my general overall opinion. However, it could actually be just, a dragon that you could tame. However, you don't really see this in the game already. So dragon taming, which I saw on Reddit, is the thought of a lot of people. I don't think that's it because already there's no taming of dragons. Now, you could make a dragon ally that is like a dragon rider. Maybe. I can kind of see it if you view it that way, kind of like okay, maybe think about it now. It actually does make a little bit more sense. A new unit, which is Dragon Riders, so they can easily just go around and shoot things down. But then you have to worry about ballistas, which it's a pretty strong unit. However, it would kind of get rid of catapults. I mean, catapults. Well, actually, yeah, catapults. It would actually kind of get rid of them. So I'm not sure if that's going to be it. However, the building with the house, I really feel like it's just a general term for overall structures, like new structures coming in. Not really a house change because we already have mods that really just dive into it really deep. For example, the new houses mod, where they pretty much just make new houses with different, properties, conditions, and like different it's all different. And I don't feel like I could be wrong, like I was of course in the past, which I'm happy about, but I really don't think the house that is shown is going to just be a housing update because I feel like the next update has to be pretty decently big because they've been kind of radio silent since they are working on their new game Nova Roma, which I'm actually going to get into right now. Since they actually posted an update, I really feel like Nova Roma is actually going to be coming out sometime possibly soon because in one of their Discord messages, they talked about how they were going to be focusing on Nova Roma as kind of like their main project, and Kingdoms and Castles is just going to be kind of left alone for a bit. And the fact they're actually making updates or a possible update for Kingdoms and Castles, which kind of indicates to me is that Nova Roma is almost done. So kind of this update is a lot more than just like a Kingdoms and Castles update, and actually could be a update also for Nova no, Roma's progress, which I feel like is actually like a high chance that I'm correct on that, because I've seen it before in other games where they finally touch back on another game after working on a project, and then the project is almost released right after, and I think it's to build the hype. Now I don't think they're gonna release something like a trailer with the Kingdoms and Castles update. If they do, I'm okay with that. I like the game. I really am looking forward to Nova Roma. So any news on Nova Roma, I am actually looking forward to. And same for Kingdoms and Castles, which means hopefully when Nova Roma come out, it does not mean it's a dead game, and they can take a lot of the stuff they worked in Nova Roma and apply it to Kingdoms and Castles. Possibly the water physics is going to be a little bit more difficult, but let me try to stay on topic here for the little update. So prediction wise for the update, I'm not really sure. I didn't really do that much digging into this because I didn't really check like how long it was between each update for Kingdoms and Castles, because if you check that, you could possibly see the progression, how long it might take for this update. But I feel like it could come in about at least 2 months or a month. I'm not fully sure, because they have been radio silent pretty much on Kingdoms and Castles until now. So this is actually quite big, and I know a lot of people were really happy in Reddit, and there's going to be a lot of eyes on them, and hoping this is actually a really good update too. I mean, some people are just okay with anything, which I actually saw when I was looking at the comment section for them on Twitter, and it was actually pretty funny because people were like, "I'm okay with anything, like even if it's small, like new units, they're okay with it," and I'm like, "Yeah." I mean, I'd rather have like a big meaty update like every once in a while, like what was it, the Bloodline? They do like massive updates, but they don't update for like months, and I'm okay with that. I am, however, kind of thinking like what it could also possibly mean, because what was it? Diplomacy is not an option. They also give out hints like this, and it kind of leaves it up to the players on like what it could possibly be, and then kind of like anticipate the hype and stuff like that, which is, I actually kind of like that as well. But right now there's not really much we can say of what it is except for like those two emojis, unless they drop more information, which I kind of hope they do, because I kind of like doing this. I never really did a kind of review on something or a post, so it's kind of new for me to kind of structure it out. I have no script at all. I'm just kind of just like talking out of my head right now. So, and it's pretty much my thoughts and opinions. So I'm just going to leave it at that. Hope you guys kind of found my thing kind of informational, give you guys more ideas and stuff like that. Hopefully, let me know what you guys think, because this is actually pretty big, especially for my channel, since a lot of people love my Kingdoms and Castles. I'm definitely going to do more now, especially before an update, so I can like kind of get my feet in the water, and then also once it comes out, more people know who I am, pretty much. And I also haven't really been updating, or not updating, but making videos on Kingdoms and Castles, which I feel like I'm going to do more now since there's actually an update. They're going to work on the game, and that kind of really drives me to play the game more. So, that's really good. And plus, it's going to give a lot of attention to the game, which I feel like deserves, especially, how it is and how long it's been out. And it still has a decent player base. So anyway, I'm gonna make another video right now, because I kind of made this one like out of nowhere, and I was gonna make another one today for Kingdoms and Castles anyways. So have a good one.